crazy mother.
What it do? Soul visionaries and potential soul visionaries out there. I am your host, Sherrod Cohen, and you are now rocking with the mobile version of the Soul Vision Powercast. You know, that place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even talk about the things you might have heard or even saw. Today, I'm going to speak on a meme that had a question that we've all asked as men. And some women have asked it too. If a woman cannot afford her child, why wouldn't she just send him to the father that could? You know, instead of asking the man to pay child support to a woman if she can't afford that child on her own, why not just send that child to the better and more stable environment so that the child can thrive? You know, if what's in the best interest of the child is actually what we're looking for, why not just send that child to the father, to his stable environment? You know, I'm not talking about the deadbeats and the Pookies and the Ray Rays that y'all lay up with. I'm talking about the guys with the stable homes, the wives, the girlfriends that help, whatever. His environment is stable. We're not talking about the lame busters y'all laid up with, had children with, that you barely knew, that was already involved in a relationship, and that's one of the reasons they don't want to claim the children. We're not talking about all your dysfunctional relationships. We're talking about the relationships with the guys that, hey, got their act together. Even if he was a Ray Ray when he started or a Pookie when he started, he's now got himself together. You can't afford the child, but you want child support from him. But why not just send that man those children so that he can take care of them, and then you get yourself together? Because it's all about control. It's all about manipulation. It's all about get back. It's all about revenge. It's not about what's best for the children, especially when it comes to the majority of women. They don't care. It's not about the children. They just want control. You know, a lot of times in a lot of situations, you know, we have dudes out here that want to big up single moms, but they want to give the moms all the credit, but they don't want to give them none of the blame. And the majority of the time, if a man is not there and a child winds up being someone unsuccessful or some psychopath, it's not the father's fault. He's not there. It's the person who was raising the child. That's the stick that gets me. You can't take all of the credit but get none of the blame. That's not how this works. But you got these dudes out here with these platforms with a bunch of women as their followers saying, hey, you know what? We love the beautiful lies. We don't want to hear the ugly truth. The ugly truth comes with accountability. The ugly truth comes with, hey, I got to look in the mirror and say, what part of this situation that I'm in did I play, that I can control, that I can change? But no, they want to double down on the simple fact that we were tricked by these men. These men tricked us. These men, you know, lied. And, you know, after you have one, they'll give you the first kid. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all these kids. I mean, at what point do you not know that you're being played? You know, and then, you know, when we look at all the situations, the majority of these men did not play y'all. Y'all knew good and goddamn well what y'all was getting involved with. You knew the dude was married. You knew he had a woman. You knew, you know, he wasn't working full time. You knew he was selling dope. You knew he was out here in the streets doing, you know, God knows what. Y'all know a lot of these things. That's why y'all was attracted to them. Y'all not stupid. Y'all got brothers. Y'all got uncles and fathers and male cousins in your family that you can see that they don't do so well with taking care of their children, or they're not the kind of men that I would want to have children with. But yet you still fall in love with those kind of guys. Stop blaming everybody else for your lack of parenting skills. That's what we need to stop. That's what we need to stop doing. Hey, you wanted the children 100% of the time. And it's funny is you'll say, a woman will say, well, I had his children, but damn, when the relationship is over with, they're not his children anymore. They're yours to command and control. So y'all want it both ways. You know, it's when y'all want to talk about, you know, how hard it is being a mom. It's not hard being a mom. It's not. You know, and the only motherfucking men out there that say that it's hard being a mom are dudes that never wanted to raise children or have raised children on their own. They want the easy way out. I'll just pay the money. That's the easy way out. That's not being a parent. That's being a provider. So when dudes say, you know, men, you know, being a mom is hard. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Try being a man dealing with a woman that don't want you to see their children, see the children. Try being that man that really love your children and want to be involved, and you got to deal with a woman that's, you know, involved with parental alienation. See, that's the thing, the paternity fraud. Try being those guys. No, y'all don't want to put yourselves in those shoes, because guess what? A lot of the women that y'all deal with are those women. Y'all moms, a lot of times, are those women. So you feel like subconsciously, I got to protect my moms through protecting these women out here. I think it's a psychological thing. Y'all know a lot of y'all mamas wasn't shit. So what you want to do is, instead of holding your mom accountable for you not knowing who your real dad is or who your dad is, you want to go ahead and just double down on the BS and say, hey, you know, all women, all single moms are great. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. You know, I understand who women are. I pay attention to them. I don't underestimate women. And I would never say that a woman cannot do this, cannot do that. She sure the fuck can. You want equality, I'm the guy that's going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you to the point where you become nauseous with it. So when it comes to, you know, saying y'all ain't shit, like you say men ain't shit, I'm him. I'm going to tell you the truth about yourself. You can tell me the truth about me, because, hey, I know the situations that I was in throughout my life. 99% of the time is I caused my own downfalls, my own dysfunctional situations. It was me and my bad choices. I can own up to it. I don't have anybody out here telling me, oh, Sherrod, don't worry about it. It's okay. No, I don't. Men don't get that. We don't get that luxury, that privilege of. I mean, we just don't have nobody just saying don't worry about it. You know, it was the woman's fault. Nope. Hell, you even got women out here that goes as far as to say, hey, even though this child is not yours, or you found out that he or she is not yours, or they are not yours, you still need to take care of them. You know, and I'll never tell a man not to be a stepfather. I'll never tell you that. But I ain't gonna lie to you either and tell you that it's gonna be all gravy, because it depends on what kind of woman you dealing with. It depends on what kind of father he has, and it depends on what kind of man you are. You might be one of those individuals, you know, that wanna, you know, you might be some psychopath and you wanna have full control over the situation, but you can't, because, hey, the father is gonna be involved in that child's life. Whether you there or not, he's gonna be involved. And that might make you jealous. You know, so no, I'm not gonna tell you not to be a stepfather. But I'm also gonna tell you too, do you? If you want that situation, be in that situation. But getting back to the original point of the video, is just basically, why doesn't a woman look to do the best thing for her children and say, you know what, let me send my children where the money is. Let me send my children where, you know, they can be loved on, provided for, the whole 9 yards, while I get myself together. You know, like the deadbeat Angela Bassett character in Boys in the Hood, when she sent Trey to go live with Larry Fishburne, when she went to go, Lawrence Fishburne as he want to be called now, when she sent Trey to take care of him because she had to get herself together. then she wanted to come back years later, and then like, now I want him to come here. You know, I'm in a better situation. No. It's too late. Too late. He done did all the heavy lifting. You know, but we gotta look at it. These guys out here pushing this single mommy is great, y'all this, y'all that. Now, I'm not gonna say all single mothers are bad. Trust me, I know some amazing single mothers. I do. But we talking about you fools out here that ain't shit. Y'all drink with the kids when y'all pregnant. Y'all smoke when y'all pregnant. Y'all do all type of wild shit while y'all pregnant. Y'all, then when y'all had the children, y'all not doing homework with them. You know, kindergarten, first grade. Y'all not doing homework with them. Y'all not building a foundation for them. But you can send them to the dad, and they'll get all of that. But you want control. You want the money. And I don't care how little it is, you still want it. Hell, if it's $50, if you know that it's gonna hurt this man or affect him in some kind of way, no matter what the amount is, y'all want it. So that's the question. Why doesn't the judge send the children with the father if the mom needs the money to take care, if the mom needs money from the father to take care of the children? Because right off the bat, one more point, there's a young lady that's in Tennessee, Congresswoman from Tennessee. She said, hey, it took 50-50 of y'all to make it, so it should take 50-50 from both y'all to raise the child. Why not? What's the problem? You know, hey, automatically, dad should have 50%, mom should have 50%. You know what I'm saying? So dig that. So let's just let that marinate and let's keep it rolling. Hey, this 2025, brothers, it's time for us to rise and fly. Peace.